Welcome aboard. Elder Maxson is holding his address inside the command deck.
Brothers and sisters, the road behind has been long and fraught with difficulty. Each and every one of you has surpassed my expectations by rapidly facilitating our arrival in the Commonwealth. You have accomplished this amazing feat without a hint of purpose or direction. And most impressively, without question. Now that the ship is in position, it is time to reveal our purpose and our mission. Beneath the Commonwealth, there is a cancer, known as the Institute. A malignant growth that needs to be cut before it infects the surface. They are experimenting with dangerous technologies that could prove to be the world's undoing for the second time in recent history. The Institute scientists have created a weapon that transcends the destructive nature of the atom bomb. They call their creation the Synth. A robotic abomination of technology that is free-thinking and masquerades as a human being. This notion that a machine could be granted free will is not only offensive, but horribly dangerous. And like the atom, if it isn't harnessed properly, it has the potential of rendering us extinct as a species. I am not prepared to allow the Institute to continue this line of experimentation. Therefore, the Institute and their synths are considered enemies of the Brotherhood of Steel, and should be dealt with swiftly and mercilessly. This campaign will be costly, and many lives will be lost. But in the end, we will be saving humankind from its worst enemy. Itself. Ad Victoriam!
Ad Victoriam! Ad Victoriam!
I care about them, you know. The people of the Commonwealth.
I can see that. They're playing with fire and we need to save them.
Exactly. I just hope we're here in time. I refuse to allow the mistakes of the past to be repeated.
Don't worry. I'm convinced.
Paladin Dance's reports were quite clear regarding your feelings toward the Brotherhood. And he concludes that you'd be an asset to us. Seeing as he's one of my most respected field officers, you couldn't get a better recommendation. Therefore, from this moment forward, I'm granting you the rank of Knight. And, befitting your title, we're granting you a suit of power armor to protect you on the field of battle. Wear it with pride.
I'll do my best to live up to it.
I'm certain that you will. In any event, once you're finished becoming familiar with the Prydwen and my staff, report to the flight deck for your new orders. Welcome aboard the Prydwen, soldier. Make us proud.
Vertibird docking systems and fusion coolant feed systems reporting green.
Status report.
Green across the board, sir. Nothing new.
Good. Carry on.
Dr. Ingram said she needed this suit tested yesterday.
Yeah, I get it. Just... what is this?
Don't.
Okay, sure. Firing.
Everything holding together?
Trust me, you'd know.
Good. Firing.
Right, all right. Everything looks nominal. And you didn't scuttle the ship. Thanks.
Sure.
Congratulations on the promotion, Knight.
Thank God. If you run into any synths, shoot to kill. We don't take prisoners.
There. Try it now.
Nothing. I'm was supposed to report 10 minutes ago. If you can't fix it,
I can fix it. You're the one who decided to slip your way through a fire hook. Got it.
there it is. Thanks, brother. I own you.
The last person that disobeyed Captain Kells ended up scraping rust off the Prydwen's hull from the outside.
Excuse me.
Hesitating to pull the trigger on any of the Commonwealth scum can be fatal.
If you're looking for another safe haven, there's shelter and supplies at the police station in Cambridge.
Charging into a situation guns blazing is a good way to get yourself killed.
Come find me when you're done checking in with Maxon and Dance. Come find me when you're done checking in with Maxon and Dance.
Did you get a good look at the Commonwealth?
I get off duty. That Salisbury steak is mine.
Excuse me.
I'd gladly lay down my life if it keeps humanity from repeating the apocalypse.
I'm not sure this place is worth protecting.
Sure, the wasteland's no paradise, but do you see Diamond City? There's life in the wasteland again. I think that's worth something. taking on a Deathclaw without backup. A great way to get yourself killed.
Hey,
Something you need? Sir?
Welcome aboard, brother. So how did it look out there?
We've got a lot of work ahead of us, brother.
hey,
Proctor Tegan's looking for folks to procure supplies from local farms. You should talk to him.
Take some time to familiarize yourself with the ship. Then meet me on the flight deck for your mission.
Station keeping maintained.
Our cause was the wisest decision of your life. Dead. One more in its head for good measure. Why take the chance?
Take some time to familiarize yourself with the ship. Then meet me on the flight deck for your mission.
Elder Maxon?
Take some time to familiarize yourself with the ship. Then meet me on the flight deck for your mission.
Hey there.
You think the Commonwealth looks bad? You should see the capital wasteland.
Excuse me.
Don't let Maxon's age
I
fool
believe you're needed
He's a
elsewhere
brilliant
right now.
tactician and
We
an
can talk
experienced
later.
soldier.
Kells.
I believe you're needed elsewhere right now. We can talk later.
You know those synths with the plastic faces? They creep me the heck out. Pinging remote units at 30-second intervals as requested.
Yes? What is it?
Describe Halen's
Stray
Western
radio
transport
signals
crates
keep
and medical
pinging the
supplies
array.
for Cambridge
Gonna try to
outposts.
filter it out.
I'll make sure they're on the next flight out. your hands away from those vertibird prop blades. Unless you want them sliced right off.
Hey,
Mr. George,
Codsworth.
another is already in the works.
Your thoughts?
Sir, I realize you have military training, but I fear your decision may have been too abrupt. The Brotherhood seems more concerned about their technology than the people of the Commonwealth.
Oh, nothing.
All right, then.
We'll stop the Institute. For Max and for the Brotherhood.
Take some time to familiarize yourself with the ship. Then meet me on the flight deck for your mission.
Communications array calibration test successful. All hands nominal.
Engine turbines at 87% efficiency.
Man, if I'm late for muster one more time, Captain Kells is gonna have me do 100 push-ups.
Nice to have mementos.
Cade?
I'll administer your exam after you've checked in with Danse and Elder Maxson.
Excuse me.
The Prydwen is a magnificent ship, and we're lucky to have her in our arsenal.
I believe we're due for a bit of a chat after you've spoken to Elder Maxson and Paladin Danse.
Danse?
There you are. How did it go with Elder Maxson?
He's a very dedicated man. It sounds like he stands behind everything he's saying.
Of course he does. How could he afford not to? I just hope you appreciate how much of a chance I'm taking bringing you into the fold this quickly. Not to put too fine a point on it, but if you screw up, we go down together.
I won't let you down, Danse. I promise.
Good. Now, I know you're eager to hop into a suit of power armor and take the fight to the Institute. But first things first. In order to be an effective part of the team, you need to learn your way around this ship and get to know its crew. Since I've been officially assigned to you as your sponsor, I'd recommend taking me along with you.
Sounds good. Let's go.
Outstanding.
So, you're the new recruit I heard about. Huh, not what I was expecting.
I can handle myself.
Hey, if Paladin Danse vouched for you, that's good enough for me. You just don't look like one of the usual Wastelanders we pick up. Anyway, since you came down here to meet me, we may as well get it over with. My name's Ingram. And this lovely little grease pit is where you'll usually find me. If your power armor's too tight in the crotch, the Prydwen's about to crash into the ground, or a robot's gone haywire, you come see me.
Is this where I get my power armor?
Ha! That's always the first question from the new guys. Let's see. I just fixed up a pretty decent T-60 suit. The left leg actuator's a bit sticky, but it'll keep the creeps off of you. It's sitting in Bay 3. There isn't a day that goes by on this tub without 5 or 6 things breaking down. And since I'm stuck in this rig, I'm not quite as spry as I used to be. The work tends to pile up.
Actually, you seem to be getting around really well.
I suppose it's better than the alternative. Anyway, if you need any work done on your power armor, feel free to use the workshops around here. Now, if you'll excuse me, I need to get back to work.
I'm pleased we were assigned to the same team. I think we can learn a lot from each other.
Step forward, Knight. Even though they've locked me in this blasted cage, I promise that I won't bite.
Looks uncomfortable in there.
It's not that bad. Now, this is the stowage depot, and I, as you probably already guessed, am the ship's quartermaster, Proctor Tegan. The powers that be have me locked in here, so I can keep an eye on the Brotherhood's valuables. If you need to stock up on supplies before you head out on a mission, this is the place to buy them.
That's good to know.
I'm glad you're the agreeable type. When I tell most of the new recruits that they have to buy their own equipment, they give me the stink eye. The good news is by having a constant flow of caps, I'm able to buy whatever you bring me. Yeah, I'm mostly interested in weapons, but I'll take anything useful. Of course, if you're just looking to make a few caps on the side, I might have some extra work for you to do.
I could use some extra caps.
You need them, and I want you to spend them here. It's a match made in heaven. It just involves a little bit of heavy lifting and interacting with the local farms. And since I'm stuck up here manning this one-man zoo, I need someone to do the legwork for me. After you're done with the meet and greet, we can discuss the details. In the meantime, if you ever need anything else, gun, a mod, even ammo, you just let me know.
Lancer Captain Kells is one of the finest officers I've ever had the pleasure of serving.
How can a machine believe it's alive? It's ridiculous.
Proctor Quinlan.
Ah, good. You're finally here. Just set the books down anywhere. I'll get to them as soon as I can.
I think you're confusing me with someone else.
Perhaps I need to rummage through the supply bins for a new pair of glasses. Since it's obvious that you aren't who I was expecting, would you mind telling me why you're here?
Maxon wanted me to meet the crew, so you were next on my list.
Ah, yes. You must be the new recruit described in Paladin Dance's report. Under normal circumstances, I'd provide you with a proper orientation of my department. However, I'm woefully behind setting up research patrols and getting bombarded with requests for technical documentation. Unfortunately, I'm lacking the personnel needed to get the job done.
What type of technical documentation are you looking for?
The Brotherhood is primarily interested in collecting information that might assist us with our current mission. Medical records, science journals, weapon schematics. If it contains any type of useful data, we need to get our hands on it.
Maybe I can lend you a hand.
That would be splendid. As you patrol the Commonwealth, keep your eyes open for blueprints, memos, manuals, books, charts. Anything containing useful technical data. I'm authorized to pay you for each bundle of documents that you recover. And if you wish to be assigned to a research patrol, I have plenty of them waiting to be filled. In any event, it was a pleasure to meet you, Knight.
Glad you finally stopped by, soldier. Are you ready for your medical exam?
As long as it doesn't involve petroleum jelly and rubber gloves, I'm ready.
No. This isn't that sort of examination. I'm going to ask you a series of medical-related questions, and I'd like you to answer me to the best of your ability. First question. As a child, were you ever exposed to radiation for an extended period of time?
There wasn't that much radiation around before the bombs fell.
Before the bombs? What? Let me check my notes. You were a vault dweller? You're probably healthier than anyone else aboard. Anyway, sorry I missed that in your records. Just going down the list of questions. I'm sure you understand. Okay, second question. Have you ever had or come in contact with a person confirmed to be carrying a communicable disease?
Never been seriously sick in my life.
Good. Third question. And please, answer honestly. Have you ever had sexual relations with any species considered non-human?
No. Never have.
Very well. Last question. Would you have any problems pulling the trigger on an enemy of the Brotherhood, whether they're human, formerly human, or machine?
That's more of a morals question, isn't it?
Oh, absolutely. I feel that the mental state of the crew is just as important as the physical. Anyone that hesitates firing in combat due to misguided moral standards certainly isn't Brotherhood material. So what about you? Would you have a problem with it?
Nope. No problem whatsoever.
Excellent. You'll fit in quite well around here. Excellent. I think I've got all the information I need. I see no reason to prevent you from beginning your duties immediately. If you ever need medical assistance, you let me know.
Can't talk right now. Gotta clean them.
Delta's... Sequence initiated. Completion time 14 minutes.
Reactor at 100% efficiency.
Feels like you can take on the world in there, doesn't it?
System deltas at 100%. Secondary deltas standing by.
Inspiration to us all.
Elder. Now that you've familiarized yourself with the Pridwood's crew, are you ready for your next assignment, brother?
Just point me to the action.
I applaud your enthusiasm, Knight. Let's get right to it, then. Shall we? Take a look over there. That's Fort Strong. And it's infested with super mutants. Having those aberrations of nature close enough to smell is making me sick to my stomach. To make matters worse, they're sitting on top of a massive stockpile of Fat Man shells we could use in our campaign. I want you to head over there, wipe out everything that moves, and secure that stockpile. Understood?
Super mutants? I thought the enemy was the Institute.
Super mutants are no better than Sentinels. They're a reminder of man's folly when it comes to harnessing technology. Whether it's using biochemistry to manipulate genes, or trying to create life from a bunch of circuits. It's the wrong path for science. As members of the Brotherhood, it's our sworn duty to exterminate these abominations in every form. So, can I count on you to get the job done?
Consider it done.
Look, I realize you're eager to take the fight to the Institute, but it'll have to wait. The Brotherhood cannot allow those abominations to have a nuclear arsenal at their fingertips.
It'll be a pleasure to exterminate that mutant filth.
Now, we have a vertibird on standby, fully armed and ready to depart. Use it to carry our message to Fort Strong, and wipe those dirty mutants from the face of the earth. Dismissed.
Unless you like getting radiation.
Target acquired. I'll try and keep him in your sights. look at that thing bleed. I'm gonna find a place to set her down and then hightail it back to the Prydwen for repairs.
How can I help? Negative visual on the target.
Okay.
Awaiting your command. Whatever this thing was, it's been totally torn to pieces. Watch your step. There's quite a bit of debris here.
Wish a Buckethead would show up. I'd rip his legs clean off.
You must hate these mutants as much as I do.
Absolutely. Wiping them out was a pleasure.
I wish all of mankind shared your sentiment. These monstrosities are just another example of man blindly taking a step forward, only to wind up stumbling 2 steps back. I've been fighting for years, trying to put a stop to this madness. And just when I thought we were getting the upper hand, along come the synths. I've seen what these super mutants do to people. Can you imagine what the synths would do to us if they ever got the upper hand? It would be Armageddon repeated, and maybe the end of everything that we hold dear. Look, I don't mean to bore you with my rhetoric. I just want you to understand how important these missions are.
Makes sense.
Anyway, that's enough of that. What's important here is that you got the job done and secured these warheads. You should head back up to the Prydwen and talk to Maxson. I'm sure he'll want to debrief you as soon as possible. Dismissed. Call me old-fashioned, but there's nothing better than being boots on the ground. You should head back to the Prydwen. I'll take care of the shells and the mess.
Maxson might appear compassionate, but I can assure you, the Institute will face his wrath.
You haven't lived until you've tipped a Brahmin with a vertibird. Now that's a challenge.
Outstanding work at Fort Strong, soldier.
It was an honor fighting for the Brotherhood.
I'm glad you feel that way, because our mission here has only just begun. In order to bring the Institute to its knees, we need to use every weapon at our disposal. I try to supply my soldiers with the best. That's why I'm giving you these. Signal grenades can call a vertibird to your location when you need aerial transport. Simply throw one to the ground, and the vertibird will hone in on the unique electromagnetic smoke it emits. Once you're aboard, use the map on your Pip-Boy to interface with the pilot's navigation system, so he'll be able to take you wherever you need.
Thank you, Elder. I'll make good use of them.
I expect that you will. Now, I'm sure you're aware that Fort Strong was simply the first step towards the liberation of the Commonwealth. An even greater task lies ahead. By now, I'm sure you've deduced that our arrival in the Commonwealth wasn't coincidental. We're here because of a unique energy reading recorded by Paladin Dance's recon team. According to our scribes, the reading indicated a level of technology that only the Institute could achieve. The moment this information came to light, our mission became clear. The Institute, and everyone responsible for the creation of the synths, must be eliminated at all costs. To accomplish this goal, we need to locate the Institute's headquarters. I've had our scribes meticulously searching the Commonwealth, but they've come up empty-handed.
Where do I start?
I want you to get out there and become our eyes and ears on the ground. You seem to have a vested interest in locating the Institute before we met, so I'm confident you'll travel in the right circles. If you discover a way in, I need you to report it to me immediately. Any questions, Knight?
Aren't there any pre-war records about the Institute that might help us?
Our records indicate that the Institute was born from the remnants of a pre-war educational facility, the Commonwealth Institute of Technology. The ruins of the facility are at the center of the city, but we've already searched them thoroughly. The location appears to have been abandoned long ago, so it appears that the trail ends there. Anything else, Knight?
Not right now, Elder.
Very well then. Dismissed.
So you're the new knight I heard about. Glad to have you on the team.
If it was up to me, I'd take every feral, mutie, and synth and shoot them into space.
That Victorian brother. Hail, Knight.
Don't despair, brother. We're here to save the Commonwealth.
Well, the Brotherhood's got a lifetime supply of nuclear ordnance thanks to you. I expect you could use a resupply after a scrap like that.
Let me see what you have.
All of my weapons are mission ready.
battles we win, there's always another fight ahead of them. In my experience, hotshots and big mouths end up with closed casket funerals.
Greetings, Knight.